A group of women stood on the rooftop, banging on all kinds of kitchenware. They wanted to use the noise to attract the zombies, while the men went down to the underground parking garage to search for supplies. But the women accidentally drew the attention of a high-jumping zombie. It rubbed its feet, jumped with flawless form, and landed on the 18-meter-high rooftop. Before the women could react, the high-jumping zombie smashed their heads. Everyone on the balcony died, except for a nurse and a girl who were in the bathroom. All the dead soon turned into zombies. Meanwhile, the men entered the dark parking garage. One of them slipped away quietly. The rest followed a map and found a storage room. Luckily, there were enough supplies inside to feed the entire community for half a year. Everyone was thrilled, but they had no idea they'd already fallen into a trap set by the men who'd left. He went to the control room and turned on loud music through the speakers. When the others heard the music, they froze, and zombies, drawn by the sound, rushed in and started biting people. More and more zombies poured into the garage. The group dropped their supplies and ran. The long-haired man fired several shots to drive the zombies away, but the gunfire only attracted more of them. He realized the danger and ran back to the storage room, then hid inside a locker. The traitor watched the chaos through the security camera. He didn't stop. Instead, he turned the speaker volume up to maximum. Zombies from both above ground and the garage itself swarmed in. Back on the rooftop, the nurse used a walkie-talkie to call for help. The man who dropped his walkie-talkie outside heard her voice and mustered the courage to go out. A zombie jumped on him and bit his arm, but luckily, he was wearing many luxury watches on that arm, which saved him from a fatal bite. He quickly told the nurse about his situation, then put on protective gear and headed to the parking lot. On the way, he used rice to trip a group of zombies and picked up a shotgun the long-haired man had dropped. Meanwhile, the nurse carried the girl down to the garage, where they ran into the traitor. The nurse smiled and walked over, only to see blood dripping from his hand. He'd already been infected. Soon after, he lost control and gouged out his own eyes. A zombie started chasing the nurse, but just in time, a man arrived and saved her. On their way out, they ran into the long-haired man. The four of them rushed toward the exit, when suddenly, a friend came running, shouting, with a huge horde of zombies behind him. Zombies surrounded them from front and back. That's when the man stepped up as a hero. He shot each zombie in the head with perfect aim. The creatures dropped one by one. The other two also fought back, but they collapsed from exhaustion. The men killed all the zombies and became a true hero. The two girls admired him deeply. In the end, the three of them got in a car and drove toward Mount Fuji, far away from the zombies.